got a real special guest for y'all tonight, man. You already know what time it is. Make some noise. I can't even hear him out there, man. I can't even hear him. Make some noise. Episode 141. It's your boy, Big Moolah.
Yeah.
Got your boy.
It's B Baby 1-2 of the World Takes Podcast.
We got a real special guest for y'all tonight, but first, let's get the business out of the way.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you in part by The Town Premium Alcoholic Beverage. Go tap in and support. Show your love on IG at ___ The Town. And remember, drink responsibly.
Yes, don't drink and drive neither. Well, that wouldn't be responsible, right? Yeah. All right, this episode is also brought to you in part by the NJ Weed Man. When you're looking for a vibe and you're in the Northeast region, you're going to go to the NJ Weed Man Joint and Restaurant at 322 East State Street, Trenton, New Jersey. Or if you ever in the Miami area, go visit the Joint of Miami at 2010 Northwest Miami Court, Miami, Florida, y'all.
This episode also brought to you in part by Harrington & Co. Go tap in with our guy, Bentley Tweezy, for all your premium fashion needs, including customs. You can find him on Instagram at Harrington & Co. _ Make some noise, y'all.
Yep. And last but not least, this episode is also brought to you by SM Media. SM__ media on Instagram. When y'all looking for them logos, y'all looking for them edits, y'all wonder who behind the magic that the World Takes doing right now, holla at our boy SM__ media on IG, y'all.
Let's get it. And without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Shy the Weirdo!
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah. Welcome on, bro. Welcome on.
Appreciate. Shy the Weirdo, welcome to the show. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, man.
We want to say thank you for being here. It's an honor. It's a pleasure. B Baby, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great.
We got a little saying around here, y'all. We like to get straight to the shits. Make some noise. We like to get straight to the shit, so let's get straight to it. Shy the Weirdo, tell the people who you are, where you from, what it is you do.
How y'all doing? Shy the Weirdo. From the 609, you know what I mean, Trenton area. I write, I rap, I sing, I make clothes, feel me? Do it all, really and truly.
Make some noise for that. Make some noise for that.
And if you need beats, holler at me too.
Where can we follow you at?
You can follow me at SHYTHEWEIRDO. Also, I have a second page. It's the exact same thing. Add 609 at the end.
Okay. Make sure y'all go tap. That's Instagram.
Yep. My TikTok is Shy the Weirdo 609. My YouTube is Shy the Weirdo TV.
Give them the DSPs. What's the Apple Music?
My Apple Music, same thing. SHYTHEWEIRDO.
Cause that might be the most important one, man. Shout out all my iPhone users at home.
Yeah.
You got the Apple Music installed on your device. To me, that might be the most important one. Everything you got going on is important. Don't get me wrong. But the music is something special.
Appreciate it.
The music is different. It hit different. I'm gonna be honest. It hit different than everything you hearing in the city right now.
Yeah.
It's not no copycat shit. It's not no everything is drill. Everything is kill. It's none of that, right? Nah. It's a lot of vibes though.
Appreciate it.
So talk to the people. How long you been doing music?
I've been writing music since I was 7 years old.
Okay.
I've been recording since I was 12 years old. Shout out Beretta Bread, my cousin down in New Orleans. He the first one to put me in the booth.
Shout out Beretta Bread.
Yeah, and I just been keeping it going since, going on 11 years.
Tell the people how old you are, because they might not even know.
I'm 23.
23 years young. 23 years young. Writer, producer, artist, fashion designer. I might even be leaving out one or two. Give us your favorite out of all the hats you wear What's your favorite one to wear?
My favorite one to wear is a musician.
Okay.
It's my favorite. You know what I mean? Like music is my life.
You've been writing music since you was 5 years old. You said, right?
Seven
7 years old. How did you start? What was it that said, all right, let me write a song down at 7?
I was just bored in class. Like my thing is, I was raised on like Motown records and reggae records, and a lot of reggae records are Motown records because Motown had a division in Jamaica. So I always say the first rapper was Smokey Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Like my favorite artist when I was a kid, well, group should I say, was the Temptations.
You might have just put me on something. So Motown had a division over in Jamaica. They had the Jamaica division.
Yep.
Well, and what was they doing over there? Like
they was making covers of all the songs that were popular at the time. So if a song was charting well over here, they'd send it over there and have their artists record a reggae version of it.
Wow, that's genius.
Yeah. There's even a reggae version of David Ruffin's Walk Away From Love. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And the reggae version is the only other version I'll accept other than David's. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else, they try to hit those whistle notes that he hits, and that was a once in 1,000 years voice.
Yeah.
A man that can hit high notes like Mariah Carey, you're not gonna find that again no time soon.
Luther could have did it.
Student of the game right here.
Yeah.
Student of the game. Though he know his shit. Like
yeah.
25.
School me.
23. Yeah.
Started writing at 7. It's important. I keep putting the emphasis on the years because when they hear the music, they not gonna believe this is somebody 23 years old making this music. And it's just like, I don't really believe somebody 23-year-old know about David Ruffin and Smokey Robinson and the Temptations and all that.
Motown, Jamaica.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
This is incredible, man, and we really proud of you.
Thank you.
That's number one. You got something beat?
I mean, while we was talking about, you started rapping at 7. You started writing. You remember your first rhyme?
My first rhyme, I know it was about one of the caterpillars we were growing in class. I don't remember what I said.
Okay.
But I do remember a hook from when I was 12 years old, the first time I recorded, and I was in Louisiana. Just a little bud in a big wide world, and I got nothing to live for except for my little girl. That was a dedication to my baby sister. Shout out Ari.
What?
Yeah.
How old is she now?
She 15 now. I'm feeling old.
So I think I know how you got into the David Ruffins and the Smokey Robinsons. And all that. Probably your parents.
Yeah, my parents, my grandparents, everybody like just had the records laying around pretty much. So the first thing I'm gonna do is pick them up.
Was your family pretty close when you was coming up?
Yeah, definitely close when I was coming up. On my dad's side and my mom's side.
Now you mentioned you had a little sister. You dedicated that to your little sister.
Yeah.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
Biologically, I don't have any. I was the only child because my mom developed a heart condition after I was born. Well, because I was born. So she's my god sister.
Okay.
So yeah, out of my god siblings, I think there's almost 10 of us.
Okay, that's beautiful. Are you guys pretty close?
Honestly, we could be closer. You know what I mean? Sometimes time and distance get in the way, but when we were together, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That bond is there. That closeness is there.
Where it's like, make some noise for that.
Make some noise for that. Absolutely. I mean, family's everything.
I stand by that too. I like to make a public apology to all my family and close friends. I can do better too. I can definitely do better, y'all. My apologies.
Make some noise for that, man.
That's real.
Real, man. I want to make a little announcement too.
Okay.
A lot of y'all can do better too, though. Like y'all cousins, y'all sitting at home watching this. Hit your boy up. Your boy number ain't changing in, I don't know, 22 years, man. Number's still the same. Block still the same, man. Come check on your boy. That's neither here nor there. I want to get into your hit single. At least that's what I call it. It's called Everything. It features B Rivers from the town. I want you to talk. Number one, it's available now on all DSPs.
Yep.
Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you get your music, Google Music, Amazon, it don't even matter. Go grab it right now. It's called Everything. Shout out to Weirdo featuring B Rivers. You already know it's a smash.
Mm-hmm.
It's a smash. I ain't heard talent like this out of the city.
Yeah. Those two talented guys too.
Man, these boys young.
He do his thing. He do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
You do your thing. Don't be too modest. I ain't heard shit like this out of this. One of them ones, man. This should be on radio right now if it's not already. I don't know what's going on. I just know I'm tapped in. Y'all know I don't really listen to radio no more. I ain't listened to radio in 20 years.
Yeah, I don't really listen to radio either. I'd rather find new old records than listen to whatever's going around right now, because more than most likely I've heard it before in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. How I stay into what's going on right now, your name gotta bang. And it gotta come across my desk. Once your name come across my desk, I'm gonna check it out. And if it's good, it's good.
Nah, facts.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you gonna get a slot in the rotation. You gonna get playlisted. When I'm in this mood, put that on. You feel me?
Yeah.
But your name gotta bang first. And there's one thing I wanna say. Your name bang. And that everything, go get it right now. It bang.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the better songs I heard from a Trenton artist. Just because it's a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying this just because I got you on the show. I don't know if you've seen any of my previous episodes.
I have. I know you had my Uncle Forrest up here the other day.
Positive Force.
Yeah, shout out Forrest.
Shout out Positive Force.
Word up.
A city legend. A city legend.
His name is who he is too. He definitely, of course, a
positive force. Word is like.
Word up.
I mean, shout out my brother Sean too.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
I'm my brother Sean, his stepson. That's my best friend growing up.
Shout out Sean, yo. Word up. Make some noise. Make some noise. We all positive. And like, you know what Positive Force did for the city this past summer, right?
Yeah, I was there.
You was there. That was beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. I've been here a lot of years. My guy, I've never seen anything like it. I told him the only thing I ever seen like it when they used to have them basketball games down there, and it was this side versus that side, but it never really got crazy. It was just competitive sports. You feel me?
Yeah.
It ain't get no. I'm gonna shoot you up.
No rowdiness, no rah-rah.
It might have got a little. You know what I mean? Yapping. You feel me? But it wasn't. It was like, all right, let's make it home safe tonight, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they did in that Cal Water Park this past summer. Hip Hop's 50th anniversary. Our guy, Positive Force. One of the most beautiful things I ever seen in the city, and he got to be commended for that. Make some noise one more time.
Shout out Port Righteous Teachers too, because they pulled up to that.
Big shout out PRT. Big shout out the originators that paid the way for people like you. Absolutely. And all of us in this hip hop game, in this hip hop community. Mm-hmm. We wouldn't be where we at if it wasn't for legends like them. And it was a time PRT was one of the top rap groups in the country, in the nation. This was early 90s, late 80s, where it's like they had that song. I forget how I go.
Rock This Funky Joint?
Rock This Funky Joint was one, but what was the one where they was under the bridge in the video?
I know the one you're talking about too. I just can't.
Where they was on the bridge, whatever. Y'all know which one I'm talking about, but
yeah.
It'll come to me. We're going to put it in the comments. Make sure y'all go stream that too. Mm-hmm. Make sure y'all get PRT. They streaming money. Word is life. We ain't forget about y'all, Kings. And y'all did y'all thing out there that night.
They streaming shit. Look them up on YouTube, something, huh?
Word is life. Get them that bread.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you. All your singles, you've been killing them. I just told you about the everything. I just told you how I feel. You've been dropping your singles, but the people want to know, do you have a full project on the way? Can they look forward to that?
Yes, I do. It's called Old Soul. So that project, the idea for that project came about when I was working on Smooth 3 and Smooth 4. Shout out Ren the Architect, my producer. You know what I'm saying? That's really my friend. Like, me and Ren been around each other since like 2017, so he was around when I really first started going to Philly and going to all these different places and, you know what I mean, trying to make a name for myself. Mm-hmm. And so we finally connected years later on some music type of time. And yeah, so he gave me the Smooth 3 beat. That was a David Ruffin sample beat, and so was Smooth 4. Both off the same album, actually, Gentleman Ruffin. If people don't know, that old Wiz Khalifa album where he got the black suit on and all that, that's a Photoshop.
The black
That's
suit
David
where
Ruffin. That's David Ruffin's body, but Wiz's face on it.
Is it the one where he's jumping out of the plane?
Cushion Orange Juice, something like that. I think it's Cushion Orange
Cushion
Juice.
OJ. I remember
Yeah. If you look at that cover,
Black and Yellow album. That's the album with Black and Yellow on it.
I believe so. Yeah, that's actually David Ruffin's album cover. He just remixed it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that album from David, that's actually like musically, that's one of the best albums I've ever heard.
You're a student of the game, and it really comes through in the music, right?
Yeah.
I want to know what advice you can give to artists even younger than yourself. I know you still growing and doing your thing, but to the ones coming up behind you, what would you say to them?
I'm gonna tell you the same thing Michael Jackson said: study the greats and become greater. You know what I'm saying? Like, Michael Jackson was a student, and that's why I admire. Like, Michael Jackson, one of my favorite artists, but I admire him because if you look at everything he did, every single thing he did was premeditated, planned, and studied and demonstrated before he even tried it. A lot of people don't know David was one of the vocal coaches for Michael when he was young, and even then, a lot of the songs they came out with were David Ruffin or Temptation songs. I Want You Back, that's a David Ruffin song that got shelved and then given to the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can even tell from the way he opens up that Now he did it with his mouth open, but if you do it with your mouth closed, don't that sound like David by the?
Yeah, that sound like
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That melody was still there because they did that a lot in Motown, making reference tracks. They
I
would
Want
pass
You
those
Back
tracks to every artist.
Throwaway?
It's a throwaway that was given to the Jackson 5.
David
Who's Loving You? That was also David Ruffin.
trying to make a fool of David Ruffin when he was telling them niggas like, come on, I made you niggas like y'all. They come to see me.
Yeah, the thing is, the movie, right?
Niggas come to see him.
His signature wasn't even his dancing or nothing like that. His signature was these insanely high notes.
You know what I mean?
That's why people paid to see him though.
They got.
He would hit notes that would literally blend in with the violins. That's how high his voice could go.
I need to ask
So
you
the thing
something.
is,
back.
like-
I need to ask you something. What song was I Want You Back? How does it go?
It's literally I Want You to be the exact same song, just in a different key.
You've been away too long.
No, that's a different one. I Want You Back was when I had you to myself. I didn't want you around.
Okay,
yeah.
Pretty faces always made you stand out in the crowd.
Okay.
Now I mean that joint right there. Oh baby, give me one more chance to show you that I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like that was David singing that. That was David singing the original.
And they was about to throw that away. That was on the cut room floor.
Nah, he threw that away.
They released it like 1975, but that was years after it got recorded.
Okay, they
You know what I'm
released
saying?
like the rough.
Yeah, they was releasing
The
stuff
original
just
track?
to
What
get
song was
money
that
off
I
of-
was singing, y'all?
My bad. Sing it again, my bad. I got the melody in my head, just gotta hear the words.
Me, I stayed away.
I wanna be where you are. Oh.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that joint right there.
Yeah.
No cap. I got a song on SoundCloud called Carry On. I got a song on SoundCloud called Carry On where I kind of remixed that portion of the song.
Nah.
I'm so serious. You can go to SoundCloud right
What's
now,
old
find
boy
the Shot of
name we
Weirdo,
had
Carry
here
On.
Say he was Mike.
Carry On SoundCloud.
CJ something? CL Junior?
Oh, CLM Jr. We had a
CLM Junior. He said he was Mike, y'all. I'm sorry about
Nah,
that.
I'm trans
y'all.
Michael Jackson.
He ain't give us no Mike vocals or nothing.
I'm
He
trans
didn't give
Michael
us no
Jackson. I
vibes
say that.
like Shot
Come
of
on,
Weirdo.
man. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. You gonna have to show me.
I've done shows right below us where I came in with the whole nine, dressed up, hitting my footwork, all that, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm
You
so
got the
serious.
footwork, too.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're an entertainer.
Yeah, I'm an entertainer. I'm not just a rapper or a singer. I'm not just an MC. I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
Even when it comes down to comedy, because my thing is I always been goofy. That's what makes me a good rapper.
Who's some of your inspirations musically?
Musically, now we're gonna separate this into categories or in general, because that's a hard question to answer.
Should I separate it in categories?
I'd say categories. Yeah,
Categories.
Yeah. I would say lyrically, then sonically in terms of how things sound, and then I'd say just from a technique standpoint.
Okay. Give me
That's the genres of what?
Give me the top
Music
three lyricists.
period
Give
or
me-
rap?
Just music, period.
Okay.
Give me the top three lyricists.
Smokey Robinson, first and foremost. Lil Wayne definitely got to go up there. He definitely got to go up there.
One more.
And then that last lyricist, William Hart from the Delphonics, because he understood that simple is sweet, and that's what the whole group was based off of, not complicating things.
Give me your favorite. Give me your favorite before we go into the next one. Give me your favorite Smokey Robinson song.
My favorite Smokey song. I'd have to say that John he did with Rick James, Ebony Eyes.
Ebony Eyes.
Yeah.
Ebony Eyes.
That John smooth, like.
I'm gonna just ask you something.
You got hold on, B. You got a favorite Smokey Robinson song?
No, I don't have a favorite Smokey
My
song.
favorite Smokey Robinson song, y'all. Ooh Baby Baby.
Oh, that's a classic. You heard Music Soul Child's cover of it?
I ain't heard that.
You gotta hear that. He killed that.
Smokey.
Not everybody could touch that song. You know what I mean?
Different. His voice was silk. It was something
Absolutely.
crazy.
You said something about simple. You said who? You said understand simplicity.
Delphonics.
William Hurt from the Delphonics.
William Hart.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you something. How do you feel about like if you had a top 25, would somebody like The Dream fit in there?
I'm not even familiar with The Dream. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay, that's cool.
Not familiar with The Dream?
Yeah,
That's
really.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's your homework assignment tonight.
Yeah.
For the next episode, like cause I've been calling you a student of the game, and I'ma still call you a student of the game.
I mostly studied the West Coast.
You missed it. You missed him. One of his. You got Umbrella, Single Ladies. You heard the Single Ladies by Beyonce, right?
Yeah.
And Umbrella by Rihanna.
So he's somebody that writes for people.
And he writes
he
for
writes
himself.
songs.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
It's just like him and Lil Wayne was in deep embroiled battle. If you ask me, he might have even got the best of Lil Wayne in the battle.
I think what they had the Christina Milian or something they was messing with.
Christina Milian. It was the one before that too, Latoya.
Word, bro.
Latoya, they both had
Okay.
dealing with Latoya, then they was both dealing with Christina Milian.
Okay.
That's where Lollipop. Shorty say the nigga that she with ain't shit. Shorty say the nigga that she. That's Wayne diss on Dream. You feel me?
Got you.
And then Dream had his replies. We ain't gonna get into that tonight.
Wayne is a good rapper though. I'll
Wayne
give you
is
that.
a-
Wayne is a
I
Martian.
say like
That nigga. Rap good
he
as
somehow found a way to make punchlines backwards in a way. Like that's
Who?
Wayne. Like that's that style of his rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people try to imitate it now, so we forget how special it really was. When you look at how people were rapping before he did that, and then after he did that, you know what I'm saying? Like people had punchlines, but punchlines were always direct.
Okay.
He would do things that would go over people's heads until later, or go over your head if you don't look up. You know what I'm saying? To me, I like to read songs, so I would always find the ones where you gotta look up. And eventually, like my songwriting, I got to a point where I could do that.
Yeah.
And I do it in plenty of songs.
Give me your favorite Delphonics song.
Favorite Delphonic song. I would have to say that. Are you gonna break your promise, baby? You said that you love me. That joint right there. Yeah.
Fire. Let's keep
I
it
don't
moving.
have one.
Let's keep it moving. I want to get into. We said
The cadence,
you know,
basically.
we going to technicalities next, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What we said.
He
We
said
lyricists,
lyricists, and then like how they sound
how
on
they
the
sound, yeah.
that was,
sonically. All right, top three sonically.
Kendrick Lamar definitely on the Sonics tip.
Okay.
Because a lot of people try to clown that thing he does with his voice where he pitches it up and down, but he's actually playing with frequency because your brain can remember certain frequencies better than others. And you can notice, like, if you really notice where on what words he's doing it, making it go up and down, he's doing it very deliberately. And I've always noticed that, like, even from his early stuff, you know what I'm saying, like before OD, the EP, I mean Kendrick Lamar EP when he first came out was first Kendrick Lamar instead of K-Dot Project. Like he was already
do that.
experimenting with that.
They said designer do that.
Nicki Minaj.
You know what designer is? You know what designer is?
I know who he is,
Yo,
bro. I ain't
you don't
trying
mess
to-
with designer. Hey, yo, nah,
It's like certain like syllables and stuff catch people's ears.
the vowel sounds.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about from the
Honda,
vowel
Honda.
sounds. I mean, like what they do behind the booth after he
What
lays
you-
the verse
I know what you're talking
down.
about,
He takes
man.
the
It's
pitch and he like think about the end of Master. He was going to the bomb on the slides. The bomb on the side was the ball to the right to the wrong to the right. As I live inside the angel of the dust. When I'm done, come to the USA. Maybe an angel dust. What? The fact that he was putting certain sentences in a higher pitch, certain sentences in a lower pitch,
Yeah.
to match the gravity of what he was saying.
So
You know what I'm saying?
So you don't get no credit to Nicki Minaj for that.
I'll give.
Cause when she get into her Roman Reigns bag and she dipping into that Barbie bag, it's Monster, Chonka.
She does it, but she does it in a different way, though. You know what I'm saying? Like they speak on completely different topics. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. They don't respect female artists. Just
no. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not.
I just
Hey, we trying to get me cancer right here or something, son. Will be my first and last appearance in the media type shit.
Nah. He ain't say that, y'all. Hey, y'all. He ain't say that. Give me number 2.
Number 2, I would say there's a group called Enchantment from the 70s.
Oh, man. Enchantment. Hold on. If I could write a silly love song.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would write it all about you. Yeah.
Hey, yo, we might need a sing off in this
coming
thing.
Fourth quarter, man. My album coming fourth quarter.
Yo, doing something with
my favorite
Weirdo.
My favorite Enchantment song. Right, I'm gonna give it to you right now. It's you, baby. It's you, babe. It's you. You're my flower. Ain't that how it go?
Nah, I know song you talking about.
That's some
noise. Nah, man, my favorite is Gloria.
I know you had
my favorite is Sunshine.
Okay.
Sunshine.
Okay.
I'm glad to see ya doing fine. That song right there, that's one of the smoothest. What? I might blast that in the whip as soon as I get out of here. Like,
it's crazy because you aging us right now. The young boys watching at home, the young ladies watching that, they don't know that and shit.
I'm the youngest OG in the sport. I'll say that
hey,
proudly.
You make some noise.
Yeah. Let's go number 3.
Young
DJ
OG.
Quick.
DJ Quick.
DJ Quick.
Okay.
Got to put him up there with Sonics. Like there, I don't think there is a rapper / engineer that understands music and sound on the way that Quick does. He understands on a scientific level.
Quick was trying to say,
and he's a musician too. He's not just a producer that samples. He actually plays instruments.
Yeah. Quick was saying that when they was like giving like Dr. Dre a lot of credit, and then he just like
Quick did a lot of work for Death Row that wasn't allowed to be credited. He was signed to Priority Records.
That's how Quick was coming. Basically, and people were trying to laugh at Quick about that.
They was telling the truth. Quick is the LA sound. Even if
make your case for why DJ Quick is better than the Dr. Dre.
That's a nasty game to get into.
Do it right now.
That's a nasty game to get into, and I might want to warn you and be careful.
On an engineering level, they have both reached that peak engineer. You know what I'm saying? But what makes him better is the fact that he is the instrumentalist. You know what I'm saying? He can do certain things that Dr. Dre
like
can't
making
necessarily
the beats.
do. He lived with a P-Funk band for years. That's how he learned how to use the talk box. Even then, Roger Troutman personally taught him about the guitar and the talk box in the session that they had together. You know what I'm saying? So when you find that person that really does that classical type of sound and they make it gangster, that's when you look at his Balances and Options album. That's got the best production on there if you ask me.
Remember your homework assignment for the night. You remember what it was?
The Dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. When we talk about the vocal box and all that,
and the instruments,
and recreating Jodeci sound
and the syllables.
But I'm saying he wasn't really recreating nothing.
And listen, this guy light years ahead of his time, and it's no slight to DJ Quick, but how I look at it. And I want you to
Ryan Leslie.
I want you to chime in on this at the end. I want you to chime in if I'm wrong. Yeah. I want you to chime in and give me a take, but I can compare it to sports.
Definitely.
It's all progressive.
Yeah. Everybody brings something to the game.
In the 70s,
it should be progressive.
In the 70s, they was running around dribbling with one hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't go left. Right, they can go right. They can hit a layup. You feel me?
They were spinning around instead of just going behind the back with the ball.
Now in the 2023, you got
Euro step.
Bing, Euro.
Yeah.
You
Acrobatics.
Feel me? We done seen Kobe. We done seen Jordan. We done seen Curry. Right?
No one ever mentions AI.
No, we seen AI, but
we gotta put AI.
We can get to that. We can get to that.
We can get to the top 10, top 15. We get to the AIs of the world. To the McGrady's of the world, shit like that. But my ultimate point is, when
Nah,
niggas was making music,
you see that hat I got on right now, man, just to make things absolutely perfectly clear.
What exactly did you make it clear with that, though?
I'm making it clear. You don't gotta know what it is, but just know it's clear.
When you go to
The
the
hard
music
one now.
in the 70s, right, and the 80s,
Yeah,
it was amazing. It was
it's
beautiful.
my favorite era of music.
But then you go to the 90s and they added something to it.
Yeah.
You go to the 2000s and you go to now and you go to, like, if we talking rap, the hip hop, the Hibbit Boys, right?
Yeah.
They was nice. They was nice, y'all. Legends, right?
Yeah.
They wasn't Hov.
Yeah.
They wasn't Hov.
They what?
They're not Drake.
This
wasn't
reminds me of that
Hendrix.
Melly Mel situation. Like Melly Mel was at the top of
They
his
had
game
nothing on
in
Hendrix,
his
you
day.
hear me?
You know what I'm saying? But that whole diss track he just dropped on Eminem, that's a literally that's the situation you talk about playing out in real life.
Yeah, Melly Mel.
Almost like out of the Boondocks
But
type of, you know what I'm saying?
But you more of a
Like
fan
he was
of M,
top
though. You
5
like
back
M.
then.
You like
Not
Eminem,
not
though.
necessarily.
Okay.
But he was top 5 back then. Melly Mel was top 5 back then. You know what I'm saying? But things change.
Yeah.
And the game evolves. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
And as you said, it's like sports. At a certain point, you gotta throw in the towel. Like, man, these young bulls can have it.
Yeah,
man, I
yeah.
done tore my ACL 6 times. I got a bad wrist. You know what I'm
faster,
saying? Like,
stronger,
yeah.
bigger.
The old heads, they talking about, oh, they wouldn't have made it in my day. I'm here to tell you, LeBron James would have made it.
Yeah,
in
they would have
anybody's
shot it
day.
from the other side of the court on your day.
You would have made it in anybody's
You
day.
feel me?
Nah, facts.
That's a fact. You feel me?
People let nostalgia blind them.
The Dream, he would have made it in anybody day. Beyonce, anybody day. Drake, anybody day. It's certain artists that
Once in a lifetime.
once in a lifetime. But guess what? I'm gonna say something about you. You got that cloth.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what you gonna do with it. I can tell you what I hope. I hope you keep working. I hope you keep grinding. I hope you keep putting new shit out. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Because you got that cloth. When I'm listening to everything, it's like, all right, this one don't sound like that one.
Yeah.
That one don't sound like
That's
this one.
beautiful.
This one he jumped on with a shorty.
Mm-hmm.
They killing it. On some
Yeah.
town shit.
Yeah.
On some 6-0 crime shit. You feel me? On some shit. I can throw this on my playlist. Now when I'm out of town, when I'm down in the
They're like, who that?
I roll down the windows, I got my shades on.
Nah, man.
I'm on my town shit. You
Yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Even when I'm out of town. So what I will say to you is keep doing your thing.
Appreciate that. And I
You feel
definitely
me?
will, you know what I mean?
Don't stop till you hit the top, baby. You already know how we do. This World Takes is the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
This the biggest right here. It don't get no bigger than this. You heard me? You already know how we giving it up. B-Baby, what you got?
I don't know what because we mentioned all 3 that he listened to sonically. We ain't go to the third
We
one.
ain't go to the third one. What's the third tier?
The third one.
Was
Technique. That's right. That's
Technique.
right. Michael
No,
Jackson.
it was Quick. It was DJ Quick, matter of
Oh,
fact.
no, DJ
Yeah,
Quick.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Then the
Two.
third option. Okay.
Oh, we're talking about
Technique.
third. I thought you meant the third category.
Okay, yeah, the third category. That's what we on.
no Wayne get number 3.
Yes, we did with DJ
It was
Quick.
Quick.
DJ Quick
It
was
was
number
Quick.
2.
Nah, Quick
Nah.
was the number 2 was the one you was singing all the songs to.
Enchantment.
Yeah, that was number 2. Quick number 3.
We did Enchantment. We did.
And the first one was
The first one
No.
was
Nah, it was-
Delphinus was number 3.
no,
in the
not
first
for
one.
sound.
No, that was for lyricism.
It was
lyricism.
Kendrick
We had-
Lamar.
Oh yeah, Kendrick, yeah.
All right, let's run it back. Lyricism. We had Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
We had Lil Wayne,
Yeah.
and we had my man from the Delphinus,
William Hart, yeah.
William Hart. Okay, that was lyricism.
Then
And
sonically,
we had
Kendrick. Yeah. We had the group y'all was singing Enchantment.
Enchantment,
And then we had DJ Quick.
and we had
Yeah.
DJ Quick. And now let's take it to
The third category, which is
Technique.
Technique.
Okay.
And we're starting off with Michael Jackson. We coming out the
Absolutely.
gate strong.
Yeah. He gotta be number 1 when it comes to technique. This man spent his whole life studying technique.
Yeah.
Like, if this was Dragon Ball Z, Michael's Goku.
okay.
All Goku did was learn from different masters how to do different moves. That's what Michael did.
Yeah.
Remind me at the end of this, I got another top 3 I want you to give, but give me 2 and 3 before we get to that. I don't want to jump all over.
Another technique person, I would say Snoop. Because the thing
Snoop
is,
Doggy Dogg.
yeah, that's like Doggy Style is the album that made me want to rap the first
Yeah.
time I heard it. Now the thing about his
How old
technique.
were you when you heard Doggy Style?
8.
You was 8 years old. When that was it that when it came out?
That came out way before I was started.
You went and
when I got my hands on it, yeah.
Okay.
Doggy Style and the Chronic, yeah.
Oh, you fought with the Chronic too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Nothing but the G things on there. I got to. And that third verse, that is the capital S I S the fresh and double O P D O double G Y D O double G. You see, but the thing is, he does that. He does that as a way to buy himself more time to think while he's freestyling, and that's what a lot of people don't notice. I notice it because as a freestyler, I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he realized that he can rhyme his name with pretty much anything, and it buys him at least 3 to 5 seconds to think of a whole other bar to come harder with.
Yeah. You said your pops was into the West Coast music, and that's how you got into it, right? Your pops loved DJ Quick, right?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of got into it a little bit on my own, but it is like, you know what I mean? That influence was there too.
It was in your blood.
Yeah.
Bro. All right, after Snoop, give us number 3.
Number 3 when it comes to technique. Let's see. I've got Michael. I got Snoop. Other person, Slick Rick.
Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. You know what I'm saying? And musically, that's Snoop's father. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was Snoop's favorite rapper, and you can hear it in their cadence. That's why he redid Lottie Dottie on Doggy Style.
Aesthetic wise, I feel like Slick Rick might have one of the number 1 aesthetics.
Oh yeah, that eye patch is iconic. When you say a rapper with an eye patch, you can't think of nobody else.
The eye patch, and not only that, but he invented the gold chain.
Yeah. And the art of storytelling. People are still remixing Children's Story to this day. I heard a track from LA that was released in like 2021, I think, called Lowrider Story. Same beat. But then you think about it, Crazy Story, King Von.
Yeah.
He knew what he was doing, naming it Crazy Story.
Yeah.
I want to give y'all top 3 aesthetics in hip hop of all time, and I'm gonna start off with number 3. Give me Slick Rick right off the top. Godfather of the game, Godfather of the gold chain, the eye patch, the waves,
and the smooth cadence on top of that, the smooth, calm, laid back.
All right, give me him. Aesthetics for number 2. Give me. I'm gonna go with another old head here. Give me Big Daddy Kane. Pause. Pause. Big Daddy Kane though. And then that number 1 all-time aesthetic in hip-hop ever, Cameron Giles, man. It's the most prolific aesthetic when it comes to looks, when it comes to your videos, how everything look, the most gangster videos, the most hood videos. I don't even have to mention the pink mink. I don't have to mention the blue Lambo when they tried to kill my nigga down there. Yeah. Old Dipset on the news. Looking like soldiers. Yeah.
Boy, through the lamb and 6, huh?
Joke to the ER. Hey, yo. Nah, man. Make some noise for my boy. Killer. I want to get one more top 3 from you, though. You mentioned number 1. In our last category, you mentioned Michael Jackson. I want to get your top 3 Michael Jackson songs.
Top 3 Michael Jackson songs. All right, I'm going to go for all eras here. You know what I'm saying? Because my thing is, I love everything from the Jackson 5 albums, even the ones that no one listened to. I have those. We physically have them in my house. All the way up to his adult range. So, Girl Don't Take Your Love From Me, that was the Jackson 5 song that a lot of people slept on. That joint hard.
Okay.
Let's see, for his early adult life, I gotta go with that. It's the falling in love that's making me cry. Okay. It's the being in love that makes me cry.
We got the next star in the city right here at World Takes. Y'all make some noise.
Yeah. That last song has to be You Rock My World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. D baby, give me your top 3 Michael Jackson songs before we get out of here.
All right. I'm gonna have to go with PYT.
Okay.
Billie Jean, of course.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have to probably go with Smooth Criminal.
Okay. That's a great list.
Mm-hmm. That was the most gangster videos he got too.
Smooth Criminals.
That was a gangster video. Yeah. Bull came up behind him with the knife. He didn't even look at him. He said, "Yeah, shorty, you know I'm just down the way. Hold on a second.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm just over here on
when
the
you talking aesthetics, you can't leave Mike out of that, boy.
You come to aesthetics.
Nah, he invented aesthetics. Nobody was making music videos like that before Michael Jackson. He was the first.
Smooth Criminal wasn't even just a video. That was a part of a whole.
But I'm saying
movie.
Thriller. With Thriller,
with all videos in it.
Yeah.
No,
I had the movie Moonwalker.
It's called Moonwalker.
I had the movie.
No, see, but a lot of people don't know.
That was his
goal. I'm sitting up here with two OGs, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get the privilege to sit with the OGs and just poly. I want you to go out tomorrow, right? Both of y'all. Mm-hmm. And I want y'all to just ask random people. You remember the Michael Jackson movie Moonwalker? They all gonna tell you no. None of them.
Well, they gonna bring up Captain EO out of nowhere.
That's sad. They don't remember it though. It's like,
oh shit! I thought you was gonna say they all gonna tell you yeah.
No, it's almost like the shit almost didn't happen. Remember when he was riding on the motorcycle? He turned to the bunny.
That speed
is still not making videos like that.
They ain't topped that yet.
Yeah,
who tried to do that? Who tried to do that since? Give me somebody.
Beyonce got
the Lemonade.
No, the Lion King joint. Where remember she put out the real life movie.
Okay.
And that came very close. That came very like Beyonce shit fire.
I gotta think, man.
Beyonce shit fire.
Mike was different, man. Mike gave because he had Thriller too. Thriller was another movie.
And not even you gotta think about the albums they released under the Jacksons label, especially when they were when they were signed in Philly.
Yeah.
Because Philly had their own sound in the 70s, that Delphonic smooth type of sound.
Right.
Detroit was that, but Philly was that smooth, you know what I mean, just laid back smoking in the car. They got a song called Find Me a Girl. My friend, I got a song called Find Me a Girl that samples that song Find Me a Girl. It's on YouTube. Shout out Weirdo TV.
Yeah. Check them out. Subscribe.
YouTube.
That song is smooth.
Look, subscribe, y'all.
I want to bring it full circle back. Beeb number 2 song was Billie Jean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cameron said, I tell a bitch like Billie Jean, you was not my lover. I want to bring it full circle before I get my top 3 Michael Jackson songs, man. We talking about aesthetic guys. We gotta mention MJ. We gotta mention Cameron.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give my top 3 Michael Jackson songs of all time. Y'all know I'm gonna open up the list with Lady in My Life, man. Number 3.
There'll be no darkness tonight. It's that John right there, man.
Lady, all love
will shine bright in the night.
Okay.
It's that John right there.
That's number 3 on my shit. That beat, so many people sampled that beat and tried to do hip hop with it, but pay homage to that guy MJ, man.
Yeah.
Number 2, right? It's always been, and when this came out, I believe this came out in '88. I was 4 years old. It was one of my favorite songs instantly. My parents would tell you they got me my first radio. And I had Michael Jackson Bad album. Yeah. I think it was like number 7 or 8 on there. It's called Liberian Girl.
Mm-hmm. Liberian Girl. It's that John right there, man. I know exactly. That's one of the dopest videos ever.
Came in.
The whole music video about Michael Jackson. Michael don't pop up to the very end, and he's the director. Like that was a nice twist when the cinematography gets involved.
Just like in the movie.
It's that John, man.
My list impeccable. Go Google my list when you get done if you never heard of it. And that number 1 for me, and this was something that, you know, if you was alive, this was an event. They premiered the video on Fox TV at 8:00 p.m. on like a Sunday night when the whole family was in the crib. It was the most expensive music video ever. My man had Eddie Murphy come out. He had that black model that was beautiful. She came out.
Chris Tucker
came out.
Iman.
Y'all remember Iman was running the 90s for 1,000%. Remember the times, man. Number 1. Remember the time.
That video was gangster.
No, remember the times. Remember they was in the Egyptian.
Nah, that was a gangster video. Wanna know why?
Rock My World was something else. Rock
That's
My World.
That's when he went up into the Pharaoh's temple. He said, "Hey Pharaoh."
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was.
Yeah, I tapped your wife, and then he disappeared into some sand, like.
Spins around, yeah.
That's MJ for you though. MJ
Michael Steady had songs about gangs, taking people's girls. He was shooting up clubs in the music videos.
He used to run heavy with the Crips.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I was just about to say that.
Big Crip
with the 8-9 East Coast. Yeah,
he was a big Crip enthusiast.
Even if you look at some of them, like the footwork that he does, you know what I'm saying? Because he always credited his moves to street dancers of LA. Now, who does that really refer to? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And if you look at what he did, is he would take each individual piece of that walk and put it on a loop like 3 or 4 times, then switch his foot and only do it on one foot. But he would do it so fast, no one would even notice it. He would rearrange it. Yeah. So no one would even notice that's what he's doing. I think there's only one video of him actually doing a straight up walk. Yeah. And I'd be forgetting which music video it is. But even in the video for The Way You Make Me Feel, he threw up Neighborhood in that video.
I believe it. You feel me?
It's in the beginning of the video when the girl walks, he says, "Hey!" And the camera is on nothing but his hand. And he throws it up just for emphasis. And then he looks at the camera that looks at the girl. And I'm like, so am I the only person noticing this? Or
no. It's just that jump was so long ago. But yeah, Mike was heavy on it. Trust me, Mike was heavy on it, and Mike ain't play, and Mike talked filthy. Yeah. And Mike had a bag to play with.
He had a baritone voice. Like, this ain't even my real voice. This is my voice. But the thing is, Michael had a deep voice, and you can hear it and beat it if you listen to the acapellas. He's in the background of himself going, beat it. Just beat it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the thing is, it's a vocal technique to talk like this so that way you can keep your higher register open as you age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he would talk even softer. So if I start talking like this, I'm going to sound more like him. But it's done just to reserve those muscles. You don't want to strain them too much, especially if you've been straining them all your life through your childhood.
I seen Mike chump somebody off before over some expensive shit. He was in some shop and he just going, give me that. And they had fucked up his order. Mike lost his mind in there.
That was a black man at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna play with us.
You ain't about to play with Mike, man. R.I.P. the legend. We don't believe nothing they said you did. We know the FBI came at you twice. We know they ain't find no evidence. And it's just like, I don't know what Americans sitting at home think the FBI gonna investigate you twice, not find nothing, and still think you was guilty or something. It's just like, you beat the feds twice, my boy. I never heard of it. I never heard of it. So it's just like, Mike, we don't believe nothing they saying you did. We think what Oprah did was disgusting.
Absolutely.
We think that was some sick, nasty
Now what?
shit.
Those stuff with Weinstein? Or
where she made that documentary about surviving Michael Jackson and she didn't say nothing about Weinstein,
she
who has been convicted, because that's her friend.
That's her friend.
And you gotta save face when it comes to your friends, right? But a man that's been dead for 20 years that's got investigated by the feds twice while he was alive and beat it both times, no evidence on nothing.
The feds ain't find them, but Oprah
found it.
Yeah, how that sound?
Oprah, Oprah, good job, Oprah. I wanna put this out there. And listen, if you listening at home, all you gotta do is do your Googles. They want y'all to forget. Oprah, we still ain't found them missing African girls that came missing at your school a couple years back. Where they at? Where they at? We talk about sex trafficking.
We need an update on them schools.
Our celebrities are guilty of that.
We need an update on them schools.
They got your boy in jail for sex trafficking and all kind of rape violations, and we still ain't find them girls at your school. Speak on that before you speak on anything else or any other our black legends.
Better clear that up, because birds of a feather.
We here at the World Tape don't condone that.
Yeah.
And we sending that out there to the people.
Find them girls, Oprah. You got enough money. You can find out evidence on Mike. You can find out where them girls at.
Where his life.
That's what I'm saying. The FBI know the last time he took a piss and what color it was, but they can't find nothing on Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't got none. It don't exist.
It don't exist, man. And other than that, when can we expect the album?
The album's gonna be coming spring of next year.
Okay.
I'm actually about to start recording it this month.
Okay.
Well, this coming month, should I say?
We excited for that. Make sure when it's time for it to drop, make sure you spin the block. We get all exclusives, the release party, all that. We get all that. You know what I mean? You already know how we doing it. You fucking with the biggest. You family now. Baby, what you got before we get out of here?
I just want to know anything else you want to talk about. Anything else you want to let the people know before we get out of here?
Just give y'all some little information about the project coming up, I guess. It's going to be called Old Soul. So, you know what I mean? I talked about the fact that I grew up a crate digger before I even knew what a crate digger was. You know what I'm saying? I listened to mostly old music. And I found 3 people around me that really and truly are likewise like that. Dante, he's not on this project, but I'm going to start making a project with Dante sometime soon. Okay. But Ren, my producer, shout out Dante, shout out Collective Management. So yeah, but Ren, he's somebody that's just like me. So he loves that old music, you know what I'm saying? And so we just chatting. I said, they're like, man, we some old souls. I'm like, you know what? That's what we're going to call the project. He's like, a project? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We just did this thing with Smooth 3, you know what I'm saying? I can give you like 4 or 5 lists to sample off of. Yeah. And I've already done it. So like really and truly, the next 4 or 5 albums, they're already lined up. Yeah. And I write 3 songs a day, so it's going to be nothing to write them and knock them out. It's just going to be the recording and promotion that's going to take time. Yeah. Like, I'm about to start recording Old Soul 1, but I'm already writing Old Soul 2. Okay. Because my thing is I already know it's gonna blow up. As a matter of, I know it for a fact.
I believe that too.
Me too.
So, real quick, just tell us about like how you linked up with collective management, and like what's that experience been like?
So I linked up with Collective just because I've known Ron for years. You know what I'm saying? I've always supported Ron in his endeavors. So I was just watching them from the sidelines for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing how they move. And I'm like, all right. There are a few things that's missing, but I have expertise in these areas. So I can come in, I can bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? Ron has developed so much as a manager. It's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's at a point where I'm like, bro, you don't even need help, man. Just do your thing. Yeah. And so I'm like, you know, I'm going to link up with these fellas. You know what I mean? Got some people in the group that I've known for a while. People that I'm just now meeting that I'm pretty sure we're going to have really good bonds. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is serious. That's the one thing he was stressing when he started this. Is that if you're not serious and if you problematic and if you doing all kinds of whoop-de-whoop, you got to go. Yeah. And I'm like, that's what I'm about. That's the reason I've been rocking solo for so many years. Yeah. I originally started off in a group. But that fell apart because people, 1, wasn't being serious, and 2, wasn't being genuine. You know what I'm saying? And those are 2 things I don't allow around myself. Like, from a professional standpoint, you're not finna make me look bad ever. Right. You know what I'm saying? The minute you do something that's like that, out of here. Mm-hmm. And then if I see that you moving on some weird type of time, out of here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been a lone wolf since I was young because I learned my lesson about people real early. You know what I'm saying?
It got you far, man, and it got you to where you at. So stick to them same morals and principles, man. We excited. Yeah. We can't wait to have you back in the spring when it's time to go to work. You already know we got your back. You know how we do. We got a lot of shit in the works too. We got our mixtape. We'd love to have you come do a track for that when it's time.
Absolutely, I'm down.
We're gonna plug you in with that. And we're gonna work. We're gonna be in touch. You feel me? Keep the communication lines open. We're gonna work.
Yes, sir.
You got anything, B?
No, it's just a pleasure to have you, bro.
Thank you, man. Pleasure's mine, for real.
Tell the people where they can follow you at one more time, man. Go tell them everything, where they can tap in.
You can follow me on Instagram, ShyTheWeirdo. And I have a second page. Same thing typed in, but type in 609 at the end. My TikTok is Shy the Weirdo 609. My YouTube is Shy the Weirdo TV. And Shy the Weirdo anywhere you trying to find me, feel me?
Shy the Weirdo, hit single, everything out right now featuring B Rivers, man. Go tap in Apple Music, Spotify, all your DSPs. You already know it's your boy Big Moolah.
It's B Baby 1-2 of the World Takes podcast.
World Takes, we out of here. Peace.